Joe's here with a look at our forecast. And Joe, not much going on this week.
Relatively quiet. I mean, it's been pretty wild the last couple of weeks. 9 days with temperatures 80 or above.
That's right.
And today we saw highs only in the low to mid 60s. Definitely feeling more like the earlier part of spring instead of the later part. We'll gradually warm up though over the next couple of days. If you wanted the sunshine, just head west a little bit. Out there along the Oregon coast, you're seeing a temperature of 57 degrees at this hour over in Newport. And again, we do have a weak disturbance that's going to be moving on shore here in the next couple of hours, bringing in increasing clouds and some pockets of sprinkles and drizzle to start off your Monday morning commute. But that is about it, and more of the same heading into Tuesday. But in terms of measurable amount of rain, it's not going to be popping up here over the next several days. So our streak of 80-degree plus weather ends at 9 that ended today. Now we'll start to see a cool and cloudy start to the work week. A weak disturbance brushes by tonight and into tomorrow. But again, it'll impact the coast. That's where you could be seeing a little bit more of the measurable amount of rain. But yeah, a big reason why we didn't see much of a warm up. I was going with upper 60s to low 70s. Yeah, I missed that mark a little bit because these clouds never really burned off. Pretty thick out there. Temperature at this hour of 64 degrees. Winds are pretty light coming in from the northwest about 5 miles per hour. Again, we're looking at some pretty intense storms moving in along the east side of the state, over in parts of the Baker City, Burns area, basically along the eastern Oregon, along the Oregon-Idaho border, and in Nevada. You're starting to see some heavy cells move through, and that's going to be continuing here the next couple of hours. Once we start to see, the temperatures drop a little bit as we go into sunset, we'll be a little bit more calmer over there. But meanwhile, along the west side of the state, again, looking at the little bit of some pockets of some sprinkles and drizzle, that's all you're going to be seeing heading into your morning commute tomorrow. And it's going to be practically non-existent. This model is showing maybe a pop-up shower east of Portland by 2:30, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And then tomorrow night, we'll start to see some clear skies. And it's kind of more of the setup heading into Tuesday. We'll stay cool and cloudy, but heading into Wednesday, by the middle part of the week, we'll start to see our temperatures jumping up into right around the mid to the upper 70s. And by the later part of the week, we're back into the low 80s. Daytime highs topped out in the 66 mark. That was kind of the common number over in Hillsborough, Portland, and Aurora. 66 over in Troutdale and Vancouver. You topped out at 65 degrees and was cool and cloudy along parts of the coast this afternoon. Tomorrow, it's going to be a little bit cooler along the beaches with some pockets of morning drizzle. Daytime highs the mid to the upper 50s over in parts of Astoria and Newport. Another cool day throughout the valley. Temperatures close to 70 degrees. It might be a little bit on the cooler side, but again, we should be seeing on average highs close to 70 degrees. So we'll miss it by about 3 degrees or so heading into tomorrow afternoon. Thunderstorms tonight along the eastern side of the state, but by tomorrow afternoon it is going to be sunny and windy with gusts of about 30 to 40 miles an hour. Now throughout the mountains, a mix of clouds and sunshine. Overnight lows right at that freezing point, but by the afternoon tomorrow we'll be seeing temperatures in the low 50s. Throughout central Oregon, you're going to be looking at some calmer weather, pretty active out there on your Saturday night. Heading into tonight and tomorrow, it's going to be sunny and nice, but windy at times with temperatures in the mid 60s. And throughout the Columbia River Gorge, morning clouds followed by afternoon sunshine. Very comfortable, I should say, for late May. And in the metro area, maybe some pockets of some sprinkles and some drizzle. I'm forecasting a high right around the upper 60s, and it's going to be a little bit cooler heading into Tuesday. But Blair, we gradually warm up. By Wednesday, the mid 70s, and all eyes are on Friday and beyond in the early part of next weekend for the holiday weekend. Temperatures will start off warm, about 80, will gradually cool off. And at this point, a slight chance to see some showers late Saturday and into Sunday.
Looks great. Thanks so much, Joe.
Pleasant.